In order to fly under VFR during the daytime, your aircraft must be equipped with the following equipment: airspeed indicator, altimeter, magnetic direction indicator, tachometer for each engine, oil pressure gauge for each engine using pressure system, temperature gauge for each liquid-cooled engine, oil temperature gauge for each air-cooled engine, manifold pressure gauge for each altitude engine, fuel gauge indicating the quantity of fuel in each tank, landing gear position indicator if the aircraft has retractable landing gear. For small civil airplanes certified after March 11, 1996, in accordance with Part 23 of the Federal Aviation Regulations, an approved aviation red or aviation white anti-collision light system. In the event of the failure of any light of the anti-collision light system, operation of the aircraft may continue to a location where repairs or replacement can be made. An approved safety belt with an approved metal-to-metal latching device for each occupant 2 years of age or older. If the airplane you are flying was manufactured after July 18, 1978, it must have an approved shoulder harness for each front seat. An emergency locator transmitter if required by FAR 91207. For night flight, the following additional equipment is required: approved position lights, an adequate source of electrical energy for all installed electrical and radio equipment, one spare set of fuses or 3 spare fuses of each kind required that are accessible to the pilot in flight. An airplane may be flown with inoperative equipment so long as that equipment is not one of these minimum required items. Additionally, if the aircraft has an equipment list, the inoperative equipment must not be listed as required for the flight to be made. Equipment may be required above and beyond the minimum for VFR flight depending on the airspace you fly and the purpose of your flight. You are still responsible for ensuring your inoperative equipment is not required by some other regulation. The pilot must also make the determination that the flight can be made safely with the inoperative equipment. If a flight is to be made with inoperative equipment, that equipment must be deactivated and labeled inoperative.